Looks like it's going to be a perfect weekend for the hot air balloon or anything else that's planned.
Hopefully the breezes are okay.
Yeah,
that's my only concern is the wind, because the thing about the hot air balloons, they need calm winds at several layers of the atmosphere or they won't go up. So we need some calm winds, and Saturday's looking a little iffy right now. I'll be honest with you with that in the secondary front. Look at this sunset tonight. Talk about a gorgeous view tonight in Anson County from our Mr. Sparky Carolina camera network. Beautiful day today, but we need some rain. The drought monitor comes out every Thursday, and as expected, didn't get better. It got worse for our area. Every county is either abnormally dry or moderate drought. In fact, the moderate drought expanded, and one of the factors that goes into it, you would think it would just be just rain. It's not just rain. Obviously, that's the underlying issue. It's impacts. And the stream flows, especially the Catawba chain, the area lakes are so low, so that flow is decreased. That's why the moderate drought has expanded quite a bit. Now, we need some moisture. We've got some on the way. It's not a ton of rain, but at least there'll be a chance tomorrow. And some of the storms could be strong. We're actually going to hear some rumbles of thunder tomorrow as we see a pretty strong front approach from the northwest. About this time tomorrow, I think that band will be pushing through. There's the front, a couple waves of rain ahead of it, but the main batch will be right around 4 o'clock. 2 to 5 p.m. is when I expect to see a line of storms, and then that secondary front comes through. That's why the winds will actually stay up a little bit this weekend. Let's go hour by hour and show you that first batch of rain tomorrow. This will be light and kind of falling apart. It's the second batch that arrives right there, 2 to 4 p.m. So from west to east moving across, that could have gusty winds, some cloud to ground lightning, but then by 7 o'clock, things start to dry out. The flow switches around to the northwest, and we actually see a pretty nice weekend, though the winds will be up obviously both days, so something we'll have to keep an eye on for the Balloon Fest. Tomorrow's rain chances, notice how scattered they are early, and then right around 2 to 4, they jump up to 80%. So that's your main time frame for rain. No washout tomorrow, but just be prepared for these passing showers and storms, especially in the evening. The amounts of rain, pretty low, honestly, 1/4 to 1/2 inch at best. We need several inches of rain over the next couple of weeks to erase the drought. In fact, it takes 6 to 7 inches in a 30-day period to completely eliminate the drought conditions. Frost and freeze heads up just for those that had the vegetable garden still going from the summer. We are going to see the touch of frost possibly Monday, Tuesday morning as that cooler air moves in behind the secondary front. There's the dip in the jet stream this weekend, so crisp and cool. Next week, though, ridge starts to build. That's a sign of much warmer air. In fact, going into the end of next week as we head closer to Halloween, we're going to see above average temperatures. Now remember, for this time of year, by Halloween weekend, above average temperatures are anywhere near 70, and we'll likely be in the low to mid 70s most of late next week. Here's your weekend forecast. That is a picture perfect weekend. The wind is the only bad thing about this weekend. That could blow some leaves off the trees, obviously in the mountains, and be an issue for the Balloon Festival. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Meet me out tomorrow. I'll be at First Tee Pineville collecting books for Booktoberfest between 4 and 6:30. Love to see you out there. But otherwise, it's going to be tough to find the time to get to all these activities this weekend. Plenty of things going on. And then next week, here comes that warm air back into the mid 70s.
Thank you, Brad.